celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Fielded right around his own 43. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's Brown to throw on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Brown to throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued, but when you have a chance to get one of the truly best top of his game, you go out and get him.
And he powers through. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Brown. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 20. First down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Brown now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brown. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
And the Commanders are on the board here first.
There you go, Chubb. Need to see what he can do because I need to trade 2 of these running backs.
You've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. Right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. After 7-0 on the A's. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And they won't get much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, Murray. All the Commanders are going to
this
get
guy
there as
cannot
he's
get
taken down.
Jesus Christ.
Will Anderson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Brown throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Back to throw. Brown. This one finds Wilson downfield.
There's Wilson, baby.
But not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, is what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
This was going to Garrett Wilson.
Looking to throw. Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Oh, shit. We got man in zone.
They start with a give to Connor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Let's take it at around the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Brown on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drop. Field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys
they
pick it up.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Oh, this is a Garrett Wilson touchdown. We'll pull that tight end up so that the safety has to focus on him and Thomas.
Back to throw. Brown. And that was incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Yep, pass interference.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Looking to throw. Brown dancing to his left. And he fakes, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Brown. It fights him off. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much
traded for Patrick Mahomes just so he can
right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Why is my end all the way over there?
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Interception.
Murray going to throw.
Again? What is he doing?
Incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now Brown, a final shot before break. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Now it's Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do.
He's getting traded.
They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again on first down. Chubb. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they're going to the first down.
One less play
here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
You can do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind. I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Derrick Henry denied here on.
We got that.
Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
to review the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here, and we'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And they will take over. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. That kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Brown now, throwing on 1st down. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
keeping Big Chubb, so even Robinson might need to go. I've been liking Henry better.
And the Commanders are closing in.
I don't know what to do with Christian McCaffrey, man. I might switch him to like wide receiver.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Screen pass to Connor. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Murray to air it out again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
86 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Brown to throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
That was a good-ass tackle.
Yardage here.
Considering he's in the zone,
losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
That's the worst quarterback.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. So a victory here for the Commanders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls,
deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, just what I'm down about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay around. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. If the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, bag my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch with my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me surviving fight.
2 first-round picks for this dude and a 99 right guard.
Now they watching me on prime time.
I'll take that.
Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me.
This was 3 first-round picks to take George Pickens. I don't want to lob it for 2 first-round picks. No, I can get Devontae Adams for 2 first-round picks.
It's the family, we them dominant dogs, top tiering. When them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far in
So I basically somehow managed to merge the Redskins and Jets defense. All right, 2 firsts from the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey.
Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me surviving fight. Now they watching me on prime time. 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 I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. Where was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat and no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I'm grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to
I'm not
get it.
sure.
Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest.
Just rated much less to get, much less than I'd love to get.
All days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
I'm just trading for Sauce Gardner and 2 firsts.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can.
Let me make that trade real quick.
Baby, I'm my own hype man.
Sauce.
Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About this time, take a photograph. Run it back, look to the front. Run it back when I told the right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, like running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it clean, but I like it black. About the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I died for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Run it back, let me have it back. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with a spy tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need you, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got
to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kiss it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick of it. Tired for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Ain't for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
All right, good night, everyone.